When it comes to planting a garden, there are a few secret ingredients that we had no idea could make such a difference. And thankfully, in this episode, we get to share that magic with you. We did it. In about 5 hours, we have an entire garden now. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new around here, we're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married and after 8 years of van life, found our dream property and moved across the globe to Portugal, where we're now documenting the journey of transforming this historic watermill into our very first home, not on wheels. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin.
All right, this is our grand terrace and there's rain in the forecast. I'm hoping to get a little grass seed down on this big flat area so that it takes root and starts growing. That way everything just looks nice, lush and green. We don't have a big dust bowl around here for the summertime. It's a pretty big terrace, the biggest one we got around. And for that reason, I asked one of our friends, Paul, if I could borrow his grass seeder. It's gonna be much easier than the blower, which we attempted in a video in the past. Or just trying to like chuck it around with my hands. But before I lay the seed, I'm actually gonna use this tool right here. I think it's meant to like just break it up just the top of the soil just a little bit and create some little puncture marks. That way the seeds get in there better. It'd be nicer if it was wider, it'd take a lot less. But I'm just gonna run back and forth a bunch of times, break up the soil just a little bit to give a little bit more advantage to each of the seeds. I have no idea if this is really what this thing's meant for, but I don't know, it's kind of fun. Seems like the right thing to do. And you can see it definitely breaks up the soil a little bit. So after about 1 minute of using the ground breaker upper, I needed to move all the stones, the rocks, before I put the seed down. You can see kind of craggy, a little bit full of clay. So we will see how the seed does over time. I feel like a kangaroo with a grass seed pouch. Open it up with this lever, and we got the hand crank over here. Drum roll. Look at all the seeds flying.
Wow. Oh.
I feel like I could be like doing the drum line.
That looks meditative.
It is very meditative. One day we'll just be lounging up here.
One day.
You and I, babe.
With a little rain, sunshine, and time, we could start to see our first sprouts of green grass popping up. And it's so nice to see that the sun is shining again. What a beautiful day for projects and composting. These yellow flowers are everywhere.
So after a little bit of a debate between which terrace we should put our new garden on, we decided that terrace 3 would be the best. If you're new to our channel, you need to know that we started the count on our terraces from the river going upwards. So we have terrace 1 down low, terrace 2 has the container on it. This is terrace 3, terrace 4, 5, 6, and then many more new terraces. This is the area I need to get trimmed so that way we can get our garden in here. Really excited about using the trimmer again. It's been a hot minute.
There goes our neighbor on his little motorbike. He's so sweet. We've never really had a garden before, other than a little Tupperware garden on our patio in Los Angeles back in the day. And Terry, who is part of the Castle Wall Retention Project, he is like an expert in permaculture and soil science. So he's going to be coming here tomorrow and helping us plant our very first garden. He gave us a list of supplies to go get. So Drew and I are going to go do that this afternoon, and we're going to take you with us.
Terry just left us a message.
I remember lots and lots and lots of cardboard. Lots.
Lots of cardboard.
But right now, we have major things happening on our terraces. He's digging little holes about 5 meters apart.
Having these holes made by somebody else was a good choice. Even though we might not use them all, I can fill them in a lot easier than it would have been to try to dig them.
Looking back, we realized that we didn't need quite so many holes. We might only use every 4th or 5th one, but our plan for next spring is to plant cork oaks, madroños, and cypress. At that point, we should have an irrigation drip line in place that will feed these upper terraces from cement water tanks that we plan to place higher up on our land, which will also help with firefighting. On this upper little terrace here, we want to plant cypress trees because they grow tall, and it'll be nice just for privacy along our road here. We have arrived to the windmill. How fun!
I had no idea that even existed here.
Me neither.
They're so charming.
I remember when we thought about buying one of these.
Remember that ruin?
Yeah, but we've just arrived to the town. Which town?
Odiesh.
And there is a little handy store here that's got a lot of what we need, or at least that's what we've been told, and that's the hope. Oh, well, that's exciting. Ah, tomato.
Couvert?
Cool. That's cabbage.
I would love to plant some broccoli.
Oh, me too.
Americans from where?
Florida?
Florida. Ah, it's not very different than this, the weather.
True.
More humid in Florida.
Yeah.
Humidity.
Let's do some zucchini. Some courgette.
Some courgette?
Let's do like 4 of those.
Okay.
4?
Quattro.
Quattro. Muito bem.
Oh, we can also get some seeds.
Faz por dentro, faz por fora, faz por lados.
And lavender. Ooh, basil. This is good to plant near the tomatoes.
I've always raved about the enchilada. You can get all different size enchiladas here. Then you just pick your handle. So all of them just slip over.
It's like Build-A-Bear, but build your own enchilada.
Here's the handles. You got a short one for you.
How thoughtful. Oh, a really little one down here. I think I found the smallest one of all.
I mean, next to the axe handles, I mean, you can't get any smaller.
Nope, I think I did find the smallest one. Maybe I should just keep this one for all of time. We got our new plants, and look at this outside of the store. They're growing their own. I think this is kale.
I got your list right here. I was going to get 6 straw bales and 2 hay bales.
There you go.
And then a crap load of cardboard.
Hiper Lagos. This is where we get our boatload of cardboard.
So it's somewhere around the back.
Whoa, lots of cardboard. And it's already compressed.
Perfect. All right, let's grab some. Got it.
Wow.
Can't even see you under all that. Look at the fun box you found.
I love that they're called churros aquaticos. Basically, these are pool noodles, but European style. They must have come from, like, Spain. Churros. That was a great cardboard trick. Who knew?
Look at the goats. So cute.
This is the place. Looks a little sketchy, but apparently this is where we can find the onions and the hay and the straw. Oh, and there's even a little puppy. So cute.
So cute.
Hi, little guy. There's lots of little guys. Hi. So cute. Hi. I'm gonna say hello to us.
This is the agriculture store. This is the place I was told to come. Precio feno? Or un jardim?
Não é feno, é palha. Feno é para comer.
So
Os animais. Palha.
Precio 6.
6.
6.
Cool. Wow.
This is where we go.
Wow, this is cool. Look who's riding in the back seat with us now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like little gold flakes of hay trailing behind the truck.
It's like we're leaving glitter dust.
Yeah, like pixie dust. You know it's spring. There's lots of little babies in there. Oh, and ducks. How cute. Look at all the ducks.
Listen to the bells. That bird's riding that sheep.
He's on his back. Wow.
And you know what's cool? If you look way in the distance, you can see our house up in the mountains. See that?
All the way up there is where we live. How special. Stork and the city. It's like such a contrast from the country roads we've been on.
Within like
Wow.
2 kilometers.
One more stop.
Coming in nice and tight.
It's gonna be hard not to buy a lot of things here, especially with all of those bare terraces.
Is it like going to the grocery store when you're hungry? You shouldn't go to the plant store when you're hungry?
When you have space on your land, like space in your belly.
Ooh.
So beautiful. Wow.
Got a lot of good things.
Wow. Ooh, I know you like cilantro. Look at these
These are
leaves.
strawberries.
Are they? Oh. That's fun. Wow, those.
One thing of asparagus, 12.50. These definitely don't look as healthy and good as the ones we were picking fresh.
I know. Wow. These look beautiful. Found the garlic and the onions.
Store.
Get 2 of these and a bag of onions.
Yeah.
We've made it back home with all of our new plant babies.
I'm very excited to get our garden going tomorrow.
Me too.
And I don't think we lost too much straw in our trailer on the ride home. We drove very carefully throughout the mountain roads.
Wow. Look at that, you guys. So beautiful. I can already see the flowery patch now.
We are going to be planting on that terrace down there, so we want a quick, easy access so we can get the bales from the trailer right down our ramp to where we're putting the garden.
Minu is meeting her twin. What do you think? I know, you're much cuter. You're much cuter. You're a good girl. With so many projects on our minds these days and supply lists that we're trying to keep straight, workers we're trying to schedule, questions we're trying to find the answers to, one thing that we have found to be extremely effective in helping us manage our stress and anxiety and overall maintain the well-being of our lives is with the Aura app. A new mindfulness and sleep app that won the Best of Apple award and is used by over 8 million people. I've always felt that wellness apps are a bit impersonal, but Aura has so much variety and personalization. You can choose between what visual backgrounds you want to be able to watch while you listen, if you want to hear waves or a washing machine or even the sounds of somebody working in the kitchen while you're listening to a meditation, or maybe you just want to listen to a cat purr when you can't sleep in the middle of the night. And with hundreds of storytellers, coaches, and therapists to choose from, you are bound to find a few that you love. So if you'd like to try Aura right now, the first 500 people to click on the link in our video description below will get a 7-day free trial of the Aura app plus an exclusive 25% off of your subscription. A huge thank you to Aura for sponsoring this episode. And I can't wait to see what tomorrow has in store. Sweet dreams. Ever since we had Penny and Tim, their original owners, over, they've been sleeping in the bed with us. and it was just the perfect kind of morning to make a little trip to the nearby nursery, where we could pick up some substrate in case we needed to supplement the supply of homemade compost that Terry would be bringing. We have arrived. That's a nice mound of dirt. That's where they pot the plants for purchase. She pots plants for purchase. Kind of like she sells seashells. Substrate, compost.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the show. What do you think of our new terraces?
Let's have a look. Wow. And this is holes for planting, yeah?
This one we're gonna do cypress, just because in the future we want to have a wall that's kind of separate.
And they'll grow quick.
Exactly.
I love it here.
And then these other 4 terraces,
wow.
we just have the holes. Isn't that crazy?
Nice.
Instead of him doing a terrace every level here, I had him combine it and make one huge, huge
That's a very
area.
usable area now, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
1, you know what I mean? 2.
Okay.
There's your middle. That's your reach.
Okay.
Then you don't damage your lower back, right? It can be any shape. If you wanted to get really kind of permaculture about it, then you want to do a horseshoe, yeah, because then you've got maximum surface area. Get some cherries, nice early blossom.
Yeah.
They do well here, cherry. If we went around like that, we could have the tree there and it'll give a nice shade for the garden.
Okay.
Yeah, which is...
Because our sun's moving that way.
Yeah,
So.
there to there. That'll give us a 1 metre arch.
Okay.
Or horseshoe. Rainbow. Let's go with rainbow.
We have to remove all of the plastic.
They went over the top there.
They really did.
Wow.
The glues are okay because they're vegetable glues, but this is plastic.
Okay. Some of them are, this one's pretty wet. Yeah.
Yeah, some are a bit soggy out there.
Ooh.
The cardboard itself will become fungal food. When we put our compost mix on, which is full of fungus, we're going to give the fungus something to work with. The purpose of the cardboard is mostly to stop what's here. You don't get weeds coming through in your bed. In the end, it's all going to mulch down and that cardboard will disappear. The fungus, it won't be there in a year and a half or a year. You won't see the cardboard. It'll all be digested by the fungus. Hopefully, right? That's
Yes.
the point.
Where's the cowbell?
Yay.
Sweet. Look at that.
So at this point we think that we have enough of the tape removed from the cardboard pieces. Drew's still working on a batch. And we have our 1, 2, 3 garden bed arches. Each one is surrounding one of our fruit trees that we planted. Our very first fruit trees from our friends. Next, with the ground already wet and our boxes all dismantled and detaped, it was time to lay our first layer of cardboard, making sure to get a solid ground cover and being careful to place the stones back on top to help hold them in place before they would get weighed down with the next round of watering. But this time it would be with a very special and nutrient-rich worm tea made by yours truly, Terry himself.
All right, so Terry is preparing the compost extract over here.
So this is a compost I make. This is lovely.
The best in the world.
Right, we're going to take 2 nice handfuls of this because it's probably 40 litres, something like that. And just give it some of this. And then leave it to soak for a bit so it hydrates. And then we're going to massage that out.
Look how healthy this stuff looks.
Difference between them once the worms have done it.
Wow.
This is lovely. This is black gold.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Is that what this will turn into?
That's what that was.
Wow. Even this?
That, yeah, the worms will eat most things except the citrus. I only make compost and I don't put house cuttings in my compost.
Okay. Just like mulch.
Nature cuts.
Got it.
Who
Other
knows
things
what they
might
put
grow,
on,
yeah.
but all of those things will be antibacterial.
Yeah.
So that you're working against yourself.
Look at this. He's got like a nose. I just couldn't leave him behind. Thought he was too unique.
That's not a nose.
Cutting from nature, you've got
Yes.
nothing in there which is antibiotic. Right?
So like a eucalyptus leaf.
Eucalyptus can be very hard to digest, they're very oily.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
take a long time.
So not ideal for mulch or compost.
Take a bit longer to digest them leaves. If that was your waste product, you can figure out a way to compost that quite easily.
Right.
But if you're going to select, because you want,
Yeah.
you wouldn't select eucalyptus. That pine, olive, anything that's deeply oily is hard to compost. It will, everything will compost.
Right. Just
But we want 2 months finished.
That takes 2 months to create that?
That takes 2 months, that takes another 2 months.
Wow.
That is November's compost, so it's fully fungal, it's
Yeah.
got all the organism
All the
groups
things
in it.
Oh.
Its amoeba count is off the roof, which is great, because the amoebas eat bacteria, and what we're going to try and do is reduce your population of bacteria so we can bring the ratio of fungus up
Okay.
by putting the animals in that eat the bacteria. We want to get to a 1-to-1 biomass
Okay.
fungus to bacteria ratio
Okay.
for a garden. This is not earth, this is a community of organisms stuck to the material, and the only way we can get them off and into a solution so we then spray it evenly is by what we're going to do right now. Yeah, we'll show you how we make a tea. Let's do it. The colour that you can see coming out of there, that's produced by fungus. If you see that, we know we got good fungal activity. You're looking for 70% dark chocolate. That's perfect.
We're gonna start packaging that into chocolate bars. Terry's chocolate.
We want the organisms from here that are going to come through these really fine holes, but leave all the material behind so it doesn't block our sprayer. Yeah? So, 3 minutes of massaging, and then we can pretty much say that we've got most of the organisms into the water. And I've looked at this under the microscope and it looks great.
Wow.
So it's my best compost yet.
All right, let's fill the sprayer.
Yo.
Time for the Ghostbuster gardening backpack extraordinaire. That's cool.
Yeah, just
Little
plugs up all
filter.
that. Find a pour, clears it. So if you pour it from
Ah,
higher,
okay. Okay, I see what you mean.
That's the thing. So I get like 12, 13 full backpack sprays from one battery.
That's
One battery,
amazing.
which is not bad, right?
That's great.
See that thing go.
So after he wets this layer, then we're gonna put one more layer of cardboard.
You look like you're having the time of your life right now spraying that
Love
stuff.
it. I'm in my element now.
I can tell. When you're not behind the microscope, you're out here spraying in the field.
I'm a bit happier than concrete mixing. And the nice thing about this stuff, if you get caught in it,
No chemicals.
no chemicals. Although somebody will probably say, no!
We'll get you some swimming goggles. A mankini.
Next, Terry sprayed another layer of his rich vermiculture tea, followed by adding a dash of chocolate. Compost material. Then it was time to detape and spread out another layer of cardboard on top, providing more food for the fungus and less of a chance for the weeds to grow up and through.
Come take a closer look.
That's another plate. So we're going to knock that out. That's another plate.
Wow.
They have like two arms that do this.
And just
Ah.
shuffling
So
like
scoop
a deck, like
flat,
cards, like
scoop
playing cards.
flat. That's how
Yeah.
the plate is, yeah.
Ah.
And the tick, 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 tick.
Wow. So we're doing one plate thick.
Here, I'll just kind of
One
move.
plate thick. Yeah, that's it, move. Right, so let's do that.
Magic trick. So after what has taken us about 3 or 4 hours, our new garden bed is basically ready for planting. And before Terry came to help us today, he had us watch a video about Ruth Stout, which Drew and I have found really fascinating. It's a really simple, low maintenance way of gardening.
I
just plant and pick. The reason that I can do all this is because I keep my ground covered all year long, and that's all there is to it.
Terry has taken Ruth Stout's method and sort of like made a little twist on it. Think Ruth Stout, but with a spot of tea and some chocolate to make it that much sweeter.
Yeah, that colour is
chocolatey.
Is the activity of fungus. Right, so let's go and have a look. Where do you want to plant what? So you want to have a strawberry area. Don't know what tomatoes you've got, but they're going to need a lot more water than, say, a lettuce.
And that stuff, okay.
Yeah. This is compost and vermicompost mixed. The vermicompost will have lots of endophytes, which is what the plant wants to develop its root system. As I was just saying to Drew, if you put them close together, when it's windy, they support each other.
Okay.
And it does get really windy on this terrace,
Yeah,
so.
let's do them in this little nook.
Okay.
And I just do one of these, or do I like
Put
careful?
it in one to the cardboard.
Okay.
Don't break the cardboard.
Kind of just putting them all in this little.
Yeah, just kind of like a little cluster around this area. We'll know they're 4/5 down the body of our caterpillar.
Yeah.
We're going to make a container for the soil plug we're going to put in it. And then we're going to take a nice plug of our mix and just drop it in there. And then we're going to make a nice little hole in that and drop that in there. Always remember to press it down and always remember to water it in.
Okay.
Yeah?
Beautiful.
Yep.
Do a little.
Little hole.
Oh, little.
So all you're going to do is make a little finger hole like that.
Okay.
Shape of that plug.
Lovely little plug. Beautiful little roots.
That's it.
We have our strawberries. He recommended getting about 10 more, so we'll have to fill this in a bit more in the future. That day, we planted our very first garden with strawberries, tomatoes, zucchini, lettuce, piri-piri peppers, onions, garlic, and sunflowers, of course. Which might actually look like pretty excellent quills on our unintentionally caterpillar-shaped garden, which we all loved. We couldn't have done it without you because we were really overwhelmed. Thank you, because we didn't know where to start. And look at this, it's like in half a day.
In half a day.
That's incredible. Great idea today, my friend.
You're welcome.
The best gift.
Terry, you've been studying the biology of soil for a while, learning a lot about this. What is the course and information you've been doing?
At soilfoodweb.com. It's a school of a woman called Dr. Elaine Ingham. She's like the goddess of composting in my world. She's a wonderful woman. It's a wonderful school, and it's great knowledge.
Cool. Is there a link or anything you have that we can like put in the show notes below that basically helps you and helps support?
If you do that, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Check it out.
If you guys are interested, and obviously Terry's a pool of knowledge who's helped us out, and he can help you out, but check out that link in our show description below.
Thank you very much.
So if you're local in the Algarve, Terry's making compost.
And vermicompost.
Cool.
That's the good stuff. The chocolatey goodness. Who knew? Now we have plant babies. So much more ahead. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and we will see you in the next one.
And thank you to Terry.
We couldn't have done this without you.
It's true.